And of course I was muted that entire time. Welcome everybody to another episode of Rough Draft. We took last week off, but we're back. Turtle time. And we're gonna be drafting some turtles, but we've also got some changes to some of our standard decks here. One which I wanted to go ahead and start off with. Welcome everybody who is joining us. I hope everyone in the constant Austin area is staying warm, dry, more dry than anything because it's not really that cold out, but hope everyone's good. For anyone who is here, this is the deck that we have been running with, but it got some upgrades and we changed it around a little bit. So this is the Rakdos Monument deck that has been performing pretty well. But you might notice, this is not Rakdos. There's blue cards in here. What's up with that? Well, we changed it to Grixis, because it turns out in this deck, when you're really low on cards, Quantum Riddler is the perfect way to refill, at least start refilling your hand, right? To get some more discard fuel to Iron Shield Elf. But the main piece here is not so much Monument to Endurance anymore. It's still here, but we're working with Cool But Rude from TMNT. When it's a class, one of the new class enchantments, whenever you attack, you may discard a card. If you do, draw a card. Level 2 says anytime you discard a card, it deals 2 damage to each opponent. And level 3 is a gamble. So that's pretty sick. Works really well in this list. We're still rocking the Moon Shadow, Bloodthorn Flail in the 1-drop spots. You got some Quitting Hex removal, Marauding Mako, Bitter Triumph, Bloodghast as a discard Fiend, and the Flamewake Phoenix to discard as well. So, cool stuff. Let's see here. Let me just check something. All right. Looks like we're looking good. And of course, we've got some blue mana here. So yeah, that's what we've been rocking here for the past. I've been rocking this for the past couple days, and it's been working out pretty well. I do still have like the main, Rakdos Monument. Except it's just Cool But Rude now, and this is Cool But Riddler. I don't know. I'm terrible at deck names. Let's go ahead and jump into the ladder and see how we do. Alright, let me actually just turn down here for me as well. There we go. Okay. This is a pretty good hand. We have a couple lands. We're only going to have red and black for the first couple turns. That's okay, because we can just get into our Moon Shadow, I think, and start building. Let's do that. We're going to turn this down even more. Arena's just so loud. Okay. Storm Chaser's talent. So we got some Is It Spellcaster going on here. We will save that Bitter Triumph. Or if they play out something like Grand or something. Azornite. Yep. Artist talent. We'll take 2. But is it? Welcome, Azixa. Thanks for joining in. Glad to see you here. Alright, we did get our 3rd land. That's perfect. Let's go ahead and let's shock it in. How you doing today? Hope everything's treating you well. Let's play out the Moon Shadow. And we'll Bitter Triumph. We'll discard the Flamewake Phoenix. Grow our Moon Shadows. And swing for 2. cat! I see a cat there. Very cute. Let's go ahead and change this, make it a little bit easier to see here. Work as a beast right now. I'm still working on stuff at home. Well, good luck to you. Glad to keep you entertained. At least try to, anyways. Alright, opponent's making another otter. Someone let Grant know. We're getting bounced to our hand. That's okay. We got another one. Moon Shadows for days. Well, we will replay it. I don't think they can just counter it. And then, I guess we don't warp the Riddler because there's no reason to. Need that magic monies. I hear ya. I hear you. Everyone needs their magic monies. We've got Moonshadow Tron online. See, I called it. I called the Grand. I know this format. Alright, abandon attachments. They'll discard a counter spell, it looks like. And then we'll draw 2 fresh new cards. And he lands opponent. No lands from the opponent. We'll go ahead and play a starting town, even though it comes in untapped, unfortunately. And let's go ahead and warp out the Quantum Riddler. Draw 2. Ooh, that's really good. We'll pay to bring it back our Phoenix. And we'll go ahead and swing with these 2 guys. We'll leave the other Moon Shadows back. We'll get in for 4. Quantum Riddler's gone, but we've got all 3 of the ones from the deck list in our hand. Opponent plays their Monument to Endurance. Hey, that's supposed to be our shtick. What are you doing? Abandon attachments. I imagine they'll draw a card. They need another land. Maybe they'll make a treasure, though. Yep. Which means they have maybe a bounce spell in hand. No. They discard the removal. They draw a card. Did you get it, opponent? Opponent did not, but it looks like they might have a removal. Ah, and they're going to exile our Phoenix. Not cool, dude. Not cool. And then just so you know, Zixa, just because I don't think I've seen her around here on these streams. We start off with some standard, and then we'll get into the draft about 20 minutes in or so, and we'll see what we can do. Let's go ahead. We'll get the Cool But Rude. We'll upgrade it. And then let's go ahead and attack. Let's go ahead and discard the Quantum Riddler. One of them, at least. Deal 2 to the damage. Grow our Moon Shadows. Opponent will double block. We will kill Gran. Sorry, Gran. And then all it's going to take is 1 discard. But we can't really do anything, so we'll just have this Shockland enter in tapped. I like this opponent's sleeves, though. What character is this? Looks like something from, I don't know, Angel-y, but it's like nature-y. They've got like the Shillelagh. Alright, they will Combustion Technique one of our Moon Shadows. But it's not going to really matter too much. If we have at least one thing on board and we attack, we will win. Unless they can gain a lot of life. They've got 1 mana. Hit us for 3. And it doesn't seem like the opponent's got it, and the opponent scoops it up. We take our first W for the night. That's always good to see. Alright. But yeah, I've really been liking this deck. It runs really well. I wish I could play this in paper, because it's so fun. Aside from Rakdos, Grixis, this is probably my favorite color combo, just because, evil guys. We love some evil guys. Let's get a game 2. See if we can keep it up. However, when we do good in standard, We usually don't do good in the draft, and we've been doing good in standard, but bad in drafts lately. So hopefully we get to reverse that. I wish we could turn one Mako right now, but we can't. Maybe that's okay. We'll start off with the swamp. Leave them a little curious as to what we're playing here. Alright, let's play the Verge, and let's play the Bloodghast for right now. Right now it's going to maybe look like we're just like a sack deck, maybe a Sephiroth deck or something, but no, opponent, you were mistaken. We'll play another Verge here, and let's do Marauding Mako. Looks like the opponent might have interaction. They are not using it. Could be a shock, maybe. Lightning Helix is 2 or 3 mana. It could be a Lightning Helix. It will deal 2 damage to the Mako. We can't save it by cycling, unfortunately, so it's going to go. But guess what, opponent? we don't have another... Oh. Because it was in our end step. We can't cast it in our end step, unfortunately. Well, darn. Okay, so they're essentially mono-red. They've got the Virtue in exile here, and then Slick Shot Show Off. We need to find an answer for that Slick Shot, because that will not end up well for us. We'll go ahead and go our turn. We'll play this starting town, and we'll play out one of our Makos. Mako? Mako? I don't know. Swing him with Bloodghast. And yeah, I think that's it. We'll just hold back. We'll leave up the mana to cycle the other Mako. We'll go from there. 1 second. Oh, come on. Alright, it doesn't live. Yeah, let's return this. Okay. Well, I guess we're not going to play out the Mako, so let's just cycle it. Find another more reliable piece. Okay, Iron Shield Elf is good. Hey, Ian. Thanks for joining in. How are you doing? Alright, let's shock in a Grave. Play the Iron Shield Elf. And let's go ahead and swing for 2. This is a grindy game. Mono red we're playing. We're running a Grixis discard deck with Cool But Rude and Quantum Riddler. But we have yet to see the Cool But Rude. Let's go ahead and warp in the Riddler. In our second main here, we'll draw 2 cards. Hopefully we get that Cool But Rude. We do not. We get more lands, but that's okay. Alright. Quantum Riddler goes back to exile. We can cast it later. Although we rarely do. We just... Because the 2 blue pips isn't impossible to do. We have another Water Grave, but just isn't really... Alright, so they're going to Lightning Strike us. Alright, nothing we can do about that. Opponent's got burned for days. Alright, they're going to play out the Effigy. Are they going to try to remove the Elf first? No. But they will try to... They'll get us in the air. Maybe we do need to play the... Maybe we do need to play the Riddler if we survive. Alright, we'll block here with the Effigy, with the Iron Shield Elf. Are we going to give it Trample or something? No. They deal 5 to us. Alright. Look, it's another land. Alright. Kids have been looking forward to this all day. Me too, man. I have really been loving these streams. We're gonna have to Quantum Riddler just to have a blocker in the air. Alright. And then I guess we swing with the Blood Gas because we can't block with it anyways, but we hold back the Iron Shelf just in case they have another haster on the ground or something, but they might just have enough burn that it's not going to matter. Yep, it doesn't matter. GG's from us to our opponent. Unfortunately, we don't keep up that streak, but that's okay. Can't win them all. Mono Red's a good deck in this format. Well, like I said, glad to have you here, Ian. Just to show you, since you're just joining here, this is the deck we're working with. So, Cool But Rude, I think, is like one of the best cards for Standard right now. It levels up this discard deck monumentously, pun intended, because I think it's so much better than Monument to Endurance. It's effectively 1 mana cheaper to get to the burn mode, but when you do, it's so good, and then you get a gamble on top of it. It is so good. And then Quantum Riddler is a new addition. I got this one from Buddy Mac Apple. We were talking about this deck list over the past couple days, and it's just been working really well. So he convinced me to put it in the deck, and we've been sharing deck lists and going all about it. And this is what I settled on. I'm not sure what he's gonna do for his. He's playing in paper, so he's got to worry about budget. Luckily in Arena, we don't have to worry about that too much. All right, let's go ahead and play another game here, and then after this one, we'll probably go ahead and start up the draft. For anyone tuning in, thank you very much again. Ooh. I'm just now noticing here this background isn't. Oh, what is? Oh, I see. There we go. ConstantList.com. We have a Patreon where you can help support us, the channel, the website. We're working really hard. Ian's working really hard to make it as good as it possibly can be, and he does an awesome job. We love Ian. All right. Let's go ahead and play the Cool But Rude. We don't have anything to do with it yet, but yeah, we'll try it. Ian just put some new features on the website that make me so happy. Let's go ahead. We'll play the Mako. Looks like they might have a counterspell. I wouldn't be surprised. We're running against Azorius. Probably Azorius Control. It could be... Consult the star charts. Alright, we'll just leave it there. Leave up removal. No reason to do anything else. Seam Rip. Are they going to exile the Cool But Rude? Damn, we don't have enchantment removal. That sucks. Okay, fair enough. Alright, so this might be Jeskai artifacts. Yeah, looks like it is. That is unfortunate. Alright, Goose. Real Goose is in the chat, and he's giving me a hard time, and I'm not going to stand for it. I just simply won't. You can try that on Jared. It's not going to work on me. I don't get angry. And if I do, it's going to take more than packs to calm me down. I'll tell you what. Alright, they're going to deal 3 damage. They're lightning healings us. Boo. Johnny. Well, we're not gonna stand for that. We'll attempt to destroy it. And we probably want the Flame Wake in the yard. Alright. Perfect. And let's go ahead and play the Bloodghast. And we'll go from there. Alright. What you got, opponent? So maybe it's not Jeskai. Maybe it's something. Of course it's something. It's always got to be something. But what deck is this? I don't know. We're going to blow up their land. Alright. Use their map. I guess it is pretty control-y. They've got the Seam Rip. Johnny feels weird though for the control deck. I don't know. This is a weird Jeskai deck. I'm trying to see if I can even think of any other Jeskai, because the only Jeskai deck I can think of right now is the Artifact deck in Standard, but I don't think that's what they're playing. Because they've only got one. They've only got the enchantment. What decks could they? Maybe they're into Cat People. Maybe. Alright, we'll play out our Iron Shield Elf. I'm just trying to see what decks are in Standard right now for Jeskai. Artifacts. Yeah, I guess Control. Yeah. Iron Shield Elf is so good. They're gonna try to blow it up. I mean, we're not Calciar Riddler anyways, so we'll save the elf. If they have another burn spell, they can try to blow it up. Yeah, this looks like the Jeskai control deck. I just haven't seen it that much, so I'm just not recognizing it for whatever reason. More Consulting of the Star Charts, which Consult the Star Charts, I think, is a really good card that I'm surprised I don't see people playing. Loot top X cards of your library, X number of lands you control. You can kick it for 4. If you kick it, you get 2 of those cards. Board wiped us. That's okay, I suppose. I mean, we're just going to play our Moon Shadow because we got nothing else to do here. Not a great showing for this deck. You guys weren't here for the first game where I absolutely ripped with it. And now you'll never believe me until you watch the replay and see that it's true. Zixa can tell you too. He was here. Alright, let's play that. We'll get our Bloodghast. They've got removal here, bounce spell. What you got? It could be anything here. Nothing. But now our Bloodghast has haste. That's right. Alright. I guess we just start swinging. We're not trying to end any of our pieces, which is unfortunate. We'll destroy our Moon Shadow, we get a map. It's pretty good for us, actually, because we get to either thin the deck, which we'll do, or we get these lands off the top. Or we see... Yeah, let's see, it's a land. We don't want that. Let's get our other map token here. Alright, Bloodthorn Flail. That is pretty good. We want that. Alright. That gives a +2/+1, so make him a 5/3. It's not bad for a Bloodghast. Alright, opponent is doesn't seem... No, they do have interaction. No more lies. Well, we will pay your lie. And they've got another one. Of course they've got another one. Alright, whatever. Swing for 3. We've got you on a clock, opponent. I don't know how the Jeskai control deck wins, to be quite honest with you. Unagi of Kyoshi Island is in that deck, I know. Yeah, they wasted both their counter spells. And we'll play the Mako here. And either opponents got it or we've got the win. I guess they could board wipe again. And no, we take the win. Opponent couldn't handle. We didn't even play out many of our best pieces here because they countered. No, they didn't counter. They removed the Cool Barood. I wish you could see virtually how long it was going to take you to get to a specific card. But we had a lot of our pieces still left in the library. I know that much for sure. All right. Well, that was our standard. 2 wins, 1 loss. That's not bad. Like I said, I've really been liking this deck. So, all right. Now I've got a question though, because I don't know what version of Lorwyn we want of not Lorwyn, sorry, of TMNT we want to do. We could do Sealed, we could do Premier, the main draft, or we could do Pick 2. Pick 2, we get more options while we're picking our deck, which kind of works because it is a small set. But I haven't done Sealed. I did try out a Premier draft last week to see how it was, and I liked it. All right, Ian of Doom is saying Premier in the chat. Premier draft. Other options we've got are Sealed. So basically, kind of like the pre-release setup there. But I'm kind of not really into that too much because it takes out a little bit of the fun of like the draft shtick. And then we've got Pick 2 draft. So I'm thinking probably either just Premier or Pick 2. Let me know what we're thinking here, and we'll go from there. While we do that, I'm going to just go grab a water real quick. Be right back. All right. So Premier and Pick 2, both everything ups our rank for Sealed. Premier draft, the difference between this Pick 2 and Limited, our traditional draft, is just the amount of games you play. So Premier draft, you play up to 7 games. Either win 7, or basically you just keep playing until you reach 3 match losses. So you either get 7 or you get 3 losses. Any combination of that. Traditional draft, you are playing just 3 games total. Doesn't matter what your record you get, like what your scores are essentially. You just play 3 games. Pick 2 is essentially Premier draft, but you pick 2 cards during your picks rather than just 1 card at a time. Yeah, I mean, Premier is generally better. You do get better prizing in Premier. I never do traditional draft just because the rewards aren't equal there. So I always do either just Premier draft or Pick 2. They have the same reward structure. They cost the same. It just depends on what cards we're picking. But sounds like Premier is the way to go here. So let's go ahead and pay our gems, our entry fee. Too late, Goose. Filled my water with my constant list sticker on my water bottle, my Walla. I love showing it off. I know, isn't it just so fancy? Ooh la la. Alright, looks like the system's having trouble getting us a table here. Alright, we've got 7 of our 8 spots filled, but sometimes they'll do this. Hopefully we're not having matchmaking issues, because that did happen. Alright, there we go. Alright, let's draft. It's turtle time. Um, 1,500. I'd have to look. Give me a sec, though. Ooh, okay, we've got some cool picks here. Transdimensional Bovine is a rare. Taps for 2 mana of any one color. I do know that Orzhov is a really, really good... Like, Orzhov Ninjas is a really good archetype here. So we're going to try to possibly look for something like that. Quintessential Tana is pretty good. If we play it for 1, essentially just any time a ninja we control enters, we can just attach it to it for free. And it gets +1, and we also gain some life. It's basically pseudo-vigilance as well. Michelangelo Mutant BFF is also really good. And Pizza Face is actually pretty good for limited, but it is late game. I think we're going to go here with the Quintessential Katana. Another also really good choice here, as a common, Squirrelinoid. It's really good and limited. 1 mana, 1/1 Death Touch. Hey! Clark Kibo, thank you so much for joining in. How you doing? Alright, so we've got second pick. Agent Bishop Men in Black is still a rare here. At the beginning of combat on your turn, put a +1/+1 counter on each of up to 2 target creatures for 2 and a white. That's really good rate. We also got Karai's Technique, so we can sneak it for a white and a black. Choose one or both target creature either gets +3/+3 or -3/-3 until end of turn. We can also do both, so we can do that as a combat trick if we've got 2 attackers. And we've got April O'Neil. 1 mana, or 2 mana, 2/2, scry 2, kind of skulk, basically. I'm thinking Agent Bishop, just because that kind of scales. This is my first limited experience with the set. You're not far off from me. I've drafted this once so far, just as a sort of test run about a week ago. It didn't go... It was fine. I got a couple wins in, but nothing super great. But also, I mean, it's a small set, so it's kind of hard drafting these scales. You scale, yeah, exactly. That's why I think this is the right pick here. Nothing the great archetype. However, we do get Wingnut, which is really good. It's got Alliance. Whenever another creature we control enters, gains either Flying, Menace, or Haste until end of turn. When it attacks each other attacking creature gets +1/+0. That's probably our best, maybe our second best choice here. Another one that I really like here is the Mechanized Ninja Cavalry. It's essentially a 2 mana 2/2 because we get a 1/1 robot when it enters. So that's probably what we're going to pick. And it is hybrid, so we can either... We're not locked in any one color yet aside from white. We could do white-black, we could do white-red. White-red, I think, is artifacts as this one, possibly. I can't remember exactly. Well, no, blue-red, I guess, is kind of like the artifact. But, yeah, I like that choice. And then here we've got the Action News crew. I like this one, Channel 6, which is just really funny to me. Are we... Alright. We'll get the Action News crew. It's also an art... no, it's not an artifact. It's just a creature. It's not a vehicle or anything. Yeah, we'll probably go with the Action News crew here, just because nothing else really fits into what we've got going on yet so far. I know it's a little bit early there. We could go Alliance, though, whenever another creature control enters. 3 mana, though. We're going to go with the Action News crew still. It's got late game potential as well. And this is also a really good hand. A really good pick choice. We've got 2 forms of removal. We've got Uneasy Alliance, which is good for the early game and the late game here. This early game, you enchant a creature so it can't attack or block. And then you can pay 5, sack it, exile the enchanted creature, and we get a 1/1. And then this one here is either -2 or -5 if we kick it. I think the Uneasy Alliance is probably our best choice because they're the same mana, but then Uneasy Alliance has some better payoff as the game goes on. So that's what we'll do here. Alright, and this comes back around. No, maybe this is a different pack. It doesn't look like our first pack here. I'm not seeing anything great. We'll probably go, if we do end up needing to go into green, or splashing green at least a little bit. I think this Tenderize is really good. It's a bite spell. 2 mana instant bite spell. I think that's probably what we do there. This just gives a flash. It does cost only 1 green, and we got a couple counter spells, but I don't think we're going into blue. Yeah, we'll go with the Tenderize. Alright, this comes back around here. Alright, we're going to take the April O'Neil because I really wanted to pick that on the last one, but I think Agent Bishop was our best choice there. We've also got Mouse or Foundry, which is a really good choice if we go into an artifact synergy, but April O'Neil essentially guarantees that we're going to be able to get either, scrying or she just can't be blocked. So essentially guaranteeing that we can get in with combat. And this one does both removal as well as gets us a token, which we don't have too much of the Alliance. Yeah, we didn't pick either of those Alliance cards, so I think that's where we go from here. We'll see how it goes, how it works out. We do have a hybrid, and we've got Omni Cheese Pizza. Card draw for 2. Card draw is never bad for limited. And there's nothing super great here. If we do go into green, because we haven't even gotten any black either, but if we go black-green, this would be some good fixing. Because I'm not in love with a lot of the other choices here. Alright, now I believe this is the first pack. So we're going to grab the Squirrelinoids that I called out earlier. If we can play it on turn 1, it is sick. Especially if we do get some sneaking. We haven't picked up any, but there's a lot of more cards that we have to pick here. This is a great sneak target. So yeah. Alright, and then I guess we'll start going into our black picks, because I think black-white seems like that's the way we're going here. Black, white, green, so a little bit of Abzan, maybe. We'll go for Shredder's Revenge, either card draw or card discard, so good either way. We'll pick up Pain 101, awesome combat trick there. And I guess Elemental Guardian Sense gains +1/+3, and gains flying until end turn. Scry 1. That's pretty good. We'll grab the Exterminator, I guess, and then we'll grab this just basic land. Alright, pack 2. Ooh, alright. We've got some really good... Oh, this is a hard pack. See, this is why I kind of wish we went into pick 2. Because if I could pick both of these cards right here, Shredder's Technique and Krang and Shredder. Krang and Shredder, whenever it enters attacks, each one exiles cards from the top of the library until they exile an online card, and then at the beginning of our end step, if a permanent left the battlefield, we can cast a card exiled with it without paying its mana cost. Costs 6. But that's a really sweet effect. And then Shredder's Technique is some enchant removal. There is some good enchantments in here, but from what I remember from my limited, it wasn't anything that I saw a lot of. And then we've got some color fixing here, but maybe not super important just yet. We are leading. I guess we're actually starting to get a little bit equalized in terms of our color dispersion. I think we're gonna go with the Krang and Shredder just because that's sick. All right, and now we get just looking here immediately. April O'Neil, Grounded for Life is really good. Removal. And then we've got Leo, though. Leo is a great sneak target and sneak. Yeah. It gets +1/+0 for each creature we control, so that also scales. Going back to what we were saying here. I'm torn between this one. I mean, honestly, I could go for either this, a duel of April O'Neil or Grounded for Life. I think, though, we're going to go with Leo. I think Leo's probably one of our... It's 3 or 1. Yeah, I think we go with Leo. I think that's our right choice here. We'll see. And now we've got Leonardo's Technique. Some reanimation. Yeah. Wow. Sometimes you see like a rare that gets to you on, pick 3. You're like, what is... Like, I guess people just maybe aren't going white. Stung by the Foot, we see that again. Hopefully that comes back around to us, because that'd be great to have. But we're not going to turn up the Leo's Technique. Especially when we are... Looks like we're going to be pretty creature heavy. We want that option here. And this gets 1 or 2. So, that's pretty neat, if you ask me. And then... Let's see what we've got here. We do got Grounded for Life. Paramecia Colonex is good. We're mainly looking at the white and the black cards. Dimensional Exile is also good. Very hard to remove. It's enchantment and it goes onto a land, which just the best part of that is that in Arena, it's hard to see that a land is enchanted. It's easy to forget about. So that's honestly a really good reason to pick this, just because it is kind of hard for it to be spotted. Not as hard as like maybe in Paper where you could like straight up hide it, but I do often forget about like land auras. Nothing super solid here. I guess if we're thinking about maybe still splashing in green, we do have some possible removal synergy here. Either our stuff getting removed or vice versa. I think Mike at the beginning of instead of a permanent left battlefield under our control, it gets a +1/+1 counter. Not as good as a lot of the other Mikeys, but it is a good Mikey. Alright, Pack 6. Alright, we did get that Grounded for Life back. Well, maybe this isn't the exact one, but it looks like that's unfortunately a lot of the packs look the same. Is one thing you might notice. We've also been seeing this a lot here, Paramecia Colonex, which is pretty good. When it enters, you mill 3 cards, and then when it dies, you may exile it. If you do, you put a creature card from the graveyard on top of your library. It's not super great because it's just on top, so you have to draw into it, and then you have to still cast it. It's not reanimation or anything or crazy. It's just okay. Eastwind Avatar is okay. Color fixing, but it's not the right color. We'll grab another Squirrelnoids. Just a 1/1 Death Touch is just really good and limited. Alright, and then here we've got Pizza Face, Make Your Move, Hard One GT, Return to the Sewers, Tunnel Rats, Mutant Town, Musicians. Couldn't say that. Being yourself a permanent left the battlefield under your control, put 3 +1/+1 counters on one target creature or artifact or creature. Ooh, that's pretty good. Screw it. Let's do it. Let's go for Pizza Face. Maybe it's not good, but it's something. And I like it. I want to build a Pizza Face deck, to be quite honest. Let's do Henchpots, maybe? Alright, now it's just quick picks, just grabbing things as we sort of see them that fit in. Everything Pizza, I guess. Paramecia Colonex. Zog. Swamp. Alright. Pack 3. Raph and Leo. This is a great card. Whenever it attacks, if it's the first combat phase of the turn, untap 1 or 2 target attacking creatures. Biggest thing here, we also got Undercity Sewers, but not... it's not in our colors, so I don't think we're going to grab it, unfortunately. But what's great about this is it is a removal magnet. So you can play this if you have something else that maybe doesn't want to be destroyed, because having 2 combats is kind of crazy, especially in limited. I think we probably go with that. Otherwise, we would grab the Mechanized Ninja Cavalry. Who knows? Maybe we'll get this back around when it comes back to us. We'll have to see. But we'll go ahead and grab Raph and Leo for now. Not quite my tempo. Ooh, we've got another Agent Bishop. I think we'll pick that. It is a legend. It's never bad to have 2 legends here in your packs, though. It ups your likelihood of drawing into it. And we've been seeing so many, like, it's a common. So many common legendaries now. It's crazy. Popper's gonna be winning. Popper's gonna be seeing, like, I think probably the best, like, power creep that it's ever gotten. All right, we'll grab Agent Bishop for a second copy here. Ooh, okay. Death in the Family is really good. 2 mana instant, exile target creature, mana value 3 or less. Just flat exile. Exile removal, as we know, is really good. I think that's, yeah. Popper gonna be popping. Oh, excuse me. Popper gonna be popping. I think we're doing, this is looking pretty Abzan to me, but I don't know. We don't have to splash the green. We'll have to evaluate if it's worse off to do so. Okay, so we've got Stomp by the Foot and Leonardo Leader in blue. Which one is this one? White mana and then 3 white. If it enters and is sneak cost paid creatures you control get +2/+0 until end of turn, and then 1 and a white gains first strike until end of turn. That's pretty cool. Do I want to be suffered by not going removal, though? I think I will. We're going to do it. Screw it. We're going with what I want to do. Alright. We'll grab the Uneasy Alliance. So we still do need to get removal, and it just benefits. It's also Granted for Life. Great for attackers. Do we have any of those yet? Yeah, we've got one. Let's grab the Uneasy Alliance, though. I think it's a little bit better. Leonardo Big Brother, again. I think we'll go for more color fixing, though, here. Our 1-drop, it's effectively a 1-drop, right? It's looking a little bit competitive. I think we go with the Foot Headquarters. Get some more fixing here. Ooh! Oh, boy. Okay. Splinter Radical Rat and Splinter Hamato Yoshi. I wish I could pick these both. Oh. I don't think we can go the Splinter... No, I guess we can, because we don't need the blue mana to activate it. But just doubles our ninja triggers? I didn't get to see what all of our ninjas were, but I think it's going to be worth it, right? It would double Krang. We'll grab... Ooh, Oroku Saki I really like for this format. It can turn into a combat damage Phyrexian Arena. That's pretty good. Alright. Let's grab this Foot Mystic. I don't know. These are our last picks. Nothing's gonna... We got another Grounded for Life. That's good. We'll grab High Flying Ace here. Another Grounded for Life. And then our last pick's gonna be a basic one. Oh, not a basic one. It's a Mind Transfer Protocol, but it doesn't matter. Alright. Those are our picks. This is our deck. Well, not our deck. We gotta build the deck now. Alright. I don't think we got enough good green to justify splashing it. Just Tenderize and Michelangelo, and I don't want to be cut off of weird colors, like if we're just drawing white or black and like the black-green source. Let's try Orzhov first. See how we like it. I think it's probably going to be better that way. Now let's go into... I just like to edit the deck a little bit more this way. So, let's do... Well, no, I'll do this just because it's easier for you guys to see. So let's dump the illegitimate business and these forests. I don't know why we got a mountain here. Oh, because we still have these in the list, technically. We'll drop an island, and then... let's not worry about the basics just yet. Let's get the deck. Alright, so we want to cut 10 cards. We're not going to run the pizza phase, so let's start off by removing the things that we're just not going to use. Tenderize, Mikey, Zog, we're not using those. Everything pizza, we're not going to grab just because it ramps us. It doesn't even ramp us, it just deck thins, I guess, for 2. But it doesn't really, it's just 2 mana do nothing, essentially. High Flying Ace, 3 and a white, target creature without flying gains flying until end of turn. It's just expensive. It's not really great. Let's cut that. Let's cut the Mind Transfer Protocol. I don't even remember picking that. I think it was our last pick, right? What does it even do? Until end of turn, target artifact or creature becomes an artifact creature with base power and toughness 4/5. Draw a card. Well, I mean, could be good in the right deck, but not ours. Okay. Henchbots, 4 mana removal on a creature isn't great. Foot Mystic, I think, is just a little too expensive for its effect. 2/4 lifelink. Yeah. Insectoid Exterminator, 2 and a black. At the beginning of insect, left this battlefield, left the battlefield under control. Scry 1. Nah. And then... I kind of want to keep... I'm torn between keeping this combat trick or Shredder's Revenge. Probably not Shredder's Revenge, because 3 mana isn't solid. And then I don't think the Hamato Guardian stance is worth it right now, at least. Let's imagine we are keeping these cards. We need 3 more lands, right? 11, 12, 13. We're going to do 16 lands, I think. So let's up our planes. What's our 72% white, 32% black? Okay. So yeah, up the white to about 9 per, and we'll do 6 swamps. 17 lands, yeah. No. You know what? Cut 1 land. 16 lands. And that way we get to keep both of these cards and see how we feel about them. I think I like this. What do we think, chat? What do we think? How does this look? We also have to consider Leonardo's Technique is probably never going to get cast for 4. We're always going to try to cast it for 2. So it's effectively in our 2 mana slot. What else do we have with Sneak? We have a couple other things with Sneak, right? This Leo has Sneak. This is either a 1 or a 5. If we get early game, we probably play it on 1. Because we can give it first strike at least. But if we can get it late game and sneak it in with like a token or something, or like another thing with an entrance triggers like Mechanized Ninja Cavalry, that'd be really good. Splinter does not have Sneak, no. Oroku Saki has Sneak for 2, so we're basically casting that for 2. Our 2 mana slot is really heavy. So we're effectively looking at that for... And also, this Leo might just get cast for 1 pretty much anytime anyways. for its sneak cost, just because it's better that way, I guess. And it's pretty good either way. I mean, I feel like that looks good. With our mana curve, does it tell us our average mana? 2.6. Is 15 lands too little for that average CMC 2.6? Would going to 15 lands be too crazy? I feel like that worked pretty well for us the last time we did 15 lands, a couple weeks ago. But I just don't know. Because we do have late game potential. We've got Krang that we want to cast eventually, right? So maybe 16 lands? I think the 16 lands? I don't know. I don't know. This is the hardest part. It's the worst part. All right, let's run it. Let's see. Oh, I rise in abomination. Consume with me that. Oh, okay, whatever. I was reading that, Arena. Clan Hamato is made up of the Turtles, their father Splinter, and their closest friends April and young Casey Joe. Okay. Alright, we got a game. Let's do it. Let's see how this goes. Okay. We go first. Let's evaluate this hand, because we don't do a lot of that. 2 lands, white and black. Turn 1, we could cast Leo. And then turn 2, Paramecia. Ooh. Paramecia, if we mill 3, even 1 creature, if we can then Leo's technique on that on turn 3 onto Leo, that would be so good. Okay. Yeah, this hand's gas. Alright. Let's do it. Come on. No creatures! Oh, we shouldn't have said anything. We shouldn't have said anything. Alright. Oh. Michelangelo. Sorry, they're already at 10. Oh, that's pretty neat. That's neat tech you got there, opponent. What was that? Mutant chain reaction to trip to one target artifact, enchantment, or creature of the flying. Jeez. I'll hang back. What you got, opponent? Don't worry. I've got a plan. The plan is, if they attack, we'll block with Leo and Paramecia. Do a creature fights up to one target creature and opponent controls. It's +1/+1 and trample. Alright, what are you gonna fight, opponent? Not Paramecia. No! Alright, whatever. We will not exile it. No blocks, but we will go ahead and attempt to ground Mikey for life. Oh my god. Well, there goes our advantage. Alright, let's go ahead and play a Plains. I mean, I feel like we have to just remove him, right? I wish I could do more there, but I guess you can only ask for so much. Another Mikey. Can't be blocked by more than one creature when it enters or attacks, create a mutagen. Okay. Let's go ahead and play Agent Bishop. Start getting some counters. We won't attack into that. I guess we maybe block into it, though. Because this gets mana value 3 or less from Griever to the battlefield. Okay. Maybe we double block here. And then we can cast the Leo's technique next turn if we get a land. Debating that. What you got, opponent? You got 6/6 Trampler. Those are the novel Nunchaku. Nunchaku. That's so good. That's so good. Are you seeing this card here, Ian? Are you still here? Look at that for Wolverine. That's crazy. Alright. Let's swing. Alright, we are going to... Let's sneak in Oroku. Alright, we get a land. And let's get a 2/2 with Vigilance up. It's a blocker. That's what it is. Yeah. It auto-attaches, fights, +1/+1, and trample. Everything you could want for Wolverine. You didn't anticipate this here, opponent. Splinter. Okay. And then let's go ahead and cast Leo. I'm surprised that they're not attacking. I figured they would be. Is he a ninja? No, he's a soldier. We will block with the Colonix if we can, and then get Splinter back. Honestly, though, I don't think we win, but did they get a creature? Let's see. All right. Well, let's block with the Colonix. Do we even need to, though? Because if they don't play any creatures, I think we win. Hey, welcome in, Greg. We went with Orzhov. It's a little bit of sneak, a little bit of just like disappear, just kind of just Orzhov stuff. All right, we're gonna block with the Colonix. Let's see if we regret this or not. After this game, I'll pull up the deck list so you can take a look. All right, let's exile it, and we will put Splinter on top of the library. I don't think they've got another creature, in which case, if they don't have instant speed removal, I think we win. Let's just try and guarantee it. Let's play Ralph and Leo. Alright, they've got interaction of some kind. That's good to know. Alright, we put our counters here. I think there is a one mana green with flash that untaps a creature. Return to the sewers. We'll put it on the bottom. Let's sneak in Leo. I think it's technically less damage, but I think it's right to do that. We do have to block with Leo, or I think we die. What do you have, though? It's removal. Alright, that's it. That was close. That was close. Alright, game one, I think went okay. They had a bit more interaction than I think that, maybe not even like necessarily interaction, but we were outpacing them for the first while. Like we got them down to 10 really, really fast. We just didn't hold up our weight. Let's try. So, Greg, here is the deck list we've got here. So it's basically Orzhov. And then we've got some hybrids here. So we've got Ralph and Leo, so we can cast that. Mechanized Ninja Cavalry. And we've got Krang and Shredder as a late game piece. Pretty good for removal. This one essentially costs 2. That's the only time we're really going to cast it. So most of our stuff is in like the 2 mana range. Like this. This is basically our curve. So very low end curve. But I'm thinking here, I'm thinking of possibly we can splash in some green, because we did get some green Tenderize and Mikey, which kind of works with our deck a little bit. We could try it. I'm just not sure. I'm not 100% yet. Let's see how another game goes, and we'll decide from there. Weather machine. Alright. This is pretty good. We've got our lands. We're going on the draw. I think we keep this. We got removal, we got creatures. Alright, so they're red something. Let's go ahead and play the Foot Headquarters and gain a life. I want to see, does this map look any different on like higher graphics? No, it still looks the same. Turn it back down. Alright. Let's do our swamp. I guess it doesn't particularly matter. And we'll go ahead and play out April. Ooh, Scry 2. Okay. Yeah, if you keep clicking the arcade cabinet, it sparkles, and that's how you get this emote. Pizza time. A common version of that's a crazy card. I feel like we do have to do something about that. Let's go ahead and get Ralph and Leo out, though. We will not attack, though. They'll just kill our April. We're going to wait. Pizza time. Oh. Great, did you go to pre-release at all for the set? I didn't get to go. We get ping for 1. No attacks, interesting. Let's go ahead and we'll play a Plains. We'll cast Death in the Family. Very cool. I haven't even seen that in any of the drafts I've done. I want that card so bad. What a great pick. We'll exile the Mutant Town Musicians. And then let's play Paramecia Colinex. Equipment and Flyers, nice. We did get the quintessential Atana. We haven't played it yet, but it seems pretty cool. Yeah. She's a ninja too. Yeah, ninja. That'd be a great curve. Let's do it. Are they gonna block? Okay, they just block like that. Fair enough. Attacking creatures control have double strike. Ooh. We're taking 6 this turn. Nasty stuff. Alright. Sucks that has vigilance. We're just gonna have to pay full cost here. Kill that. We can deal with Raph. Let's just try this. See how they block. We're gonna kill something here. Or just swing it for 2. That's fine. We've got a blocker. We want them as a blocker too. So unless they remove it, because we got the Leo's technique, we can do that. Get April back in whatever blocks. Zog. Dark creature can't block this turn. Fantastic. We love to see that. Is it just enters? Okay. Man. Man, oh man. put these both at the bottom. I guess we need another, maybe another just blocker here. They do have trample, so that sucks. But let's see how this plays out. We've got double strike. I'll be honest, I don't think it works. I don't think it goes too well for us here. Block. We just have to survive. If we don't block like this, I think we just die. We just die regardless. I don't know. Yeah, we do. Oh, because it has trample and double strike. Oh, that sucks. Oh my god. Okay. We're going to go to Abzan and see how the splashing green treats us. So, I say splashing. We actually put a bit of green in here. I think we should pizza face. Alright. Let's go down a grounded for life. Down the action news crew. Pain 101. This. Oops. Went too far down there. Actually, no. Let's do that, and then... let's add back in the Hamato. Alright, let's see it. It never bodes well. The set is cool though. Like I like the variety that you can see in these decks, even though it is a small set. Like I'm not seeing a whole lot of like massive overlap. So that's pretty neat. I like that at least. Yeah. That's how our first game went. I feel like that one was like pretty close. The few that weren't, people didn't have mana. Yeah. I mean, we've been doing this for like a month and a half or so, something like that now, and we see like a lot of the same stuff. We either get too much or too little mana. We haven't found the sweet spot. That's one thing I should have done. For some reason, I don't think we're actually going to join into this game. We're going to go back since we got the option to. I think we will drop a land. Right now we've got... wait. There's no way we only have 14 lands. 11, 12, 13, 14. 11, 12, 13. We do only have 14 lands. That's what I like to see. Okay, never mind. 14 lands, baby, let's go! Taking a while to get into the game, though. I don't know if that's just the matchmaking system being trying to help us, give us someone who's not got a great deck either. I should have listened to Goose and done the pick 2. I think we would have had a better chance there. We'll do that next time. We'll do pick 2 next time for sure. Precon. I really like it, actually. I really enjoy the precon a lot. Ian spoiled it on the last podcast, but on one of the games we're going to have up on the channel soon, not the one tomorrow, but I'm playing the Turtles precon, so you'll see that pretty soon. It runs really well. I like it a lot. Like, it's one of the better precons that Wizards has designed. It's okay, Ian. It happens. It happens. Happens to the best of us. Foreshadowing. We're teasing it, so you get a taste of what's to come. Guys, I don't think we're going to get a game. You know what? I'm saying screw it. We're doing a pick 2 draft. We're doing a pick 2 draft. I want a better deck. I want a better deck. Oops, wrong thing. I'm so excited here. All right, pick 2 draft. We're doing it. Calling an audible. Pick 2 time. If we can get a table. We got a table? We're doing it. We're doing it. We're doing it. They're calling it the greatest big brain play of our time. All right. Ooh, Mutagen Man. Ooh, these are some great choices. Activate abilities of artifact tokens that control cost 1 less when it enters to create X mutagen tokens. Oh, that's so good. It scales. Okay, so we're going to go that. And let's grab that and a removal piece like that, and Death in the Family. Death in the Family is really good. I like it a lot. Bod Bashing Time is pretty neat. All right, we're doing it. Ship it. Ooh, we got Weathermaker. And we know we never run short of lands. So that's a good choice here. So we'll grab that and ooh, do we go blue? One other target on that permanent to its owner's hand. I like the bespoke bow. It doesn't auto-equip like the other equipments do, but it's pretty neat. Tunnel Rats is good. You know, let's grab Weathermaker. Weathermaker, which does what? Okay. Yeah. Yeah, let's do that. Okay. Ooh. Alright. So we've got Mikey Game Master. And Rocksteady. We love a 4-cycler. I'm gonna let my cat outside real quick. Okay. Thank you, Ian. I try. I try to oblige. Give the people what they want. Sewer Valence Cam. This is getting talked about in CEDH. Like, that's crazy. This could be cool, though. Ian, I think we're going Sultai. I think we're going Sultai, Ian. Ooh, Escape Tunnel goes really well with Weathermaker. Let's grab Mind Transfer Protocol. I know. Hey, I'm trying to please everyone I can here right now. These aren't great picks for our deck, but ooh, these are good. Utrum Scientist. I mean, we don't get a choice here. Boom. All right. Michelangelo, Weirdness to 11. Yeah, Mind Transfer Protocols. I like it. Oh, we got Lessons from Life and Michelangelo. These are both very good. Once you go green, blue, black, you never go green, blue, back. Hey, quote it. That's a bar right there. Koya is so good too. Koya is pretty good. I've tried her in my last draft. Not the last one we just did, but the one I did before that. I liked her. But man, ooh, we got to go Sultai now. I'm locked in. And I think these are the right picks here. Lessons from Life and Mikey. Shark Shredder. Deals combat additional put one target creature from that player's graveyard under the battlefield under your control. And there's tapped and attacking that player. That's so busted. And Genghis Frog. Whenever it enters, it or another mutant you control enters, create a mutagen token. We've got a lot of mutant synergy, right? Or not synergy necessarily, but we've got mutants. Guys, I'm liking this draft a lot so far. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. Take me out. These picks are making themselves. Look at these first two cards. That's Sultai right there, baby. Pain 101 is good. I do like it. But I don't think... Look at this! They're lined up. Although, I think we don't go for the Bespoke Bow. I think we go for the Courier. I like Courier of Comestibles. I like that a lot. And then I do like Tenderize as well. Let's go for the Paramecia, Colonex, and... Ooh, Casey Jones. Look at the top for nerf. No, we're not going to do a 4-color. That's crazy talk. We'll get Cowabunga. Zoo Escapees and Pain 101. And then we grab these two. Alright. We got Krang, boys! Boys, we got Krang! Talk about a late game play right there. Krang, and I think we go for this this Fixer. Because it's actually in our colors. Mona Lisa is also really good too. Guys, this our opponents are cooked, quite frankly. They're cooked. Stump by the foot. Guys, we can get a third lessons from life. I'm just saying. No. No. I'll get this. I do like this guac and marshmallow pizza. How many lessons is too many lessons? Clark says. Clark, don't tempt me. I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to do it. That's too many lessons. And also, why is it not a lesson? I know that lessons was like an avatar mechanic, but why is it not a lesson? Right? It's in the name. I hate that. One thing about me is I'm a learn. Bars. Bars. Alright, now we're waiting. Guys, I like this draft. I like this draft. It should be a lesson. That's what I'm saying. Guys, while we pick up our ooh, we got another Mikey. Check that QR code. Check that QR code right over there. It's a link to our Patreon where you can support our channel, our website, our mission. All facts, no printer. Constitutionalist.com, best deck building website out there. And I'm not biased when I say it. Another fixer. And, ooh, Squirrelinoids I really like. Let's grab... these guys right here. Alright. It's pretty much over here. Alright. Ladies and gentlemen, we did it. We broke limited. We went Sultai. Alright, let's get rid of everything that we aren't going to use in Sultai. You gotta love when a plan comes together. Stockman is, I mean, he is an Island Cycler, and we do need Island Cycling's to hand. Yeah. We're cooking with gas, ladies and gentlemen. Fusion Man is just broken and limited, right? Play that for any decent number and your board is just dummy. Yeah. Like, exactly. Fusion Man is so good. I mean, better, of course, like in the late game if it were... Hank Hill would be proud. That's all I want is to make Hank proud. Alright. 41 cards. Let's ship it. Are you guys a cult? That's my purse! I don't know you! Was that a good... That wasn't a good Bobby. That was not a good Bobby Hill. Right? It is taking so long to get a game. Is there something going on? Magic Arena status. All systems operational. Guys, we just have too good of a deck. The matchmaker just doesn't want to put us with anybody. It might be. I don't know. Steam active players. Let's look at how many active players. So there is, it looks like a loss in player base right now. Right now, there's about 9,000 players, which is down. So it does look like we are seeing a bit of a dip from Turtles. Guys, I'm too hyped about this deck. I want to play. I want to play. All right, while we wait for this, I guess let's take a look at some other things. Oh, let me guys show you. Oh wait, I built the new deck. I've got to log in. I've got to log back into Constant. No, I don't have any Jeskai artifact. I had Jeskai stuff in Standard. I'm not really a Jeskai guy. A Jeskai. Thank you. Let me pull this up here. I worked on this a lot last night. Taking a little bit to load. I built a Winnie the Pooh deck. It's Herska Sweet Tooth, which I just thought is the perfect stand-in for Winnie the Pooh. Ian, if you're still here, I'm experiencing this thing where, like, every now and then cards are just showing up as, like, a different language. It's not all cards, it's just, like, certain cards show up as a different language. Like, right now, it's just the, what is this even? Bloom Beauregard Mentor. Like, once I click it and then exit out of it, it goes into the English. But see, now look, now Collector of Cats is Spanish. It's really weird. And then once I click on it, it reverts back. I don't know what's causing it. But anyways, yeah, this is my Winnie the Pooh deck. Herska's Winnie the Pooh. I've got a few options for the different characters. Like Kutzel and Sovereign Akanekahau are stand-ins for Tigger. I can't screenshot it now because it's gone. But it usually only happens whenever I import a list. Like here, I'll try to show you. Build, testing, Commander Herska. If I import... All right, so see here. So, okay, so it was both of them. But if you look, I can't really show because as soon as well, I guess I can hover over them. Yeah, Beauregard Mentor and Cat Collector are both, I'm assuming these are Spanish printings. This one looks like it might be French, though. And then this one, yeah, no, this is French as well. Let me screenshot. I don't get that where it like adds cards as foils. I haven't been getting anything like that. Guys, are we ever gonna see a game? I don't think so. But yeah, I just took a screenshot. I'll send it to you. It only happens when I import cards. Like I think if I add them in, I don't think it does it that way. Let me just see. Cat Collector. Add to deck. See, now look. Now, there we go. So now this just added as a foil for some reason. I don't know. I haven't had that. I haven't experienced that. I've only just started experiencing like the different language there. But yeah, it only happens. It only seems to happen at least whenever I import a list, not when I'm adding cards. I don't know. Just figured I'd bring it up while we're here. But yeah. Anyways, if anyone has a Great Henge, I'd love to get that off of you. I think the Great Henge is like the perfect card to represent the 100 Acre Woods. 1,000 Acre Woods? I'm such a bad fan. You have two? Let's talk. Let's talk. 'Cause I need one. It's really good for this deck. Because if you don't know Herska, whenever you gain life, you may pay hybrid Selesnya, and when you do, target creature gets +X until end of turn, where X is the amount of life you gained. So you tap the Great Henge, you gain 2 life, you use that mana to pay for it, and then you have green floating. And then I put Sovereign Akanekahau in here, because whenever it attacks, for each creature you control with power greater than its base power, you put a number of +1/+1 counters equal to the difference. So I thought that was really synergistic. I love this card. I used to run this in my Aragorn deck when I still had it. Actually, I still have my Aragorn deck. I just don't run it. I've got it right here. This is my deck box from Ian. This is an early version. And I keep it intact always, just in case it ever needs to come out. Although I did get rid of some of the cards from it. I got rid of my Teferi's Protection just because as good of a card as it is, I just don't always feel great having it in hand if it's never going to do anything. So I ended up taking it out. Blossoming Bog Beast, I think, is like, I don't know, like a Huffalump, I guess. There's some like things that you can interpret a lot of these to be. There are no donkeys, at least legal donkeys, in Commander, so I did build a pony as Eeyore, because I think this is also pretty good for the deck. There's a little bit of like food synergy, a little bit. I should put Mutagen Man in here, because then my foods only cost 1 to sacrifice. I've also got Treebeard in here as well for like the 100 Acre Woods, and it's also just pretty synergistic. I couldn't think of an exact. Yeah, we're at 10 minutes for our queue. Let me just double check arena status. All systems operational. There's just that little people playing the set, I guess. I don't know. That's the only thing that I can surmise. Because we were, like, there was a little bit of waiting that we had like in the last go round, but I don't know. We'll see if we can get a new record for wait time. Right now we're at it. We'll see if we can get it even higher. So in terms of options for like Christopher Robin in this deck, I couldn't think of anything really good. Addison's Pilgrim, maybe. Benelish Marshall, also, maybe. I don't know. Cat Collector, kind of like it's a human, but that's it. I did have to go like a little bit more creative and go with like some elves, just because they're you kind of gotta have some of these. Like Trelisara is really good. Tyler's Provisioner is really good. Essence Warden is really good for this deck. So it's not like a 1-to-1 of like, hey, this is. Yes, I love this new filtering. This is the feature that I was talking about, guys. I talked to Ian yesterday about adding this, and he did it so fast. Filtering is one of my favorite things to just like quickly find a card in a deck. And it works with Scryfall syntax. So you can do human, mana value equals 3, etc. I love filtering, just easy way to find things in the deck. It also works with just like rampant growth. And what I like about this, in contrast to like Architect's filter feature, is that this is real time too, which I kind of like. I'm gonna think of anything to put there. But yeah, I'm gonna try to build this deck. There's a lot of pieces that I need for it, just because green isn't something I play a lot of. I do have a lot of like the ramp pieces and such. My favorite 3 visits that I have, actually, I think I only have 1 3 visits, is my Monty Python. We want a shrubbery. I love that movie. Yeah, it works really well, Ian. You did a great job with it. As always, I appreciate you. I've got a cool Birds of Paradise too. Not only do I have the Monty Python Secret Lair for that one as well, wherever it is. I've also got this Bloomburrow Birds of Paradise that I really like. Samwise Gamgee I've got. He's in my... So I'll have to take some cards out of my Aragorn deck, actually, in order to make this work. Just because... maybe that's what I was thinking. I think I was thinking that for, like, the halflings. Because I've got Peregrine Took, Samwise Gamgee, Rosie Cotton, and Prosperous Innkeeper. I think Samwise Gamgee is maybe, like, the best fit in for Christopher Robin, seeing as like he's a kid, so like halfling, I guess, kind of works. I think that's what I was thinking of when I was putting this together. It was a late night, so I didn't get I was a different person back then. I also got Tristani. I saw a version of this deck, like a Tristani deck, last week at LGS that I went to for Commander. Pretty cool. Gains a lot of life. I've got Stalking Tiger in here for Tigger as well. This was the first thing that I thought of for Tigger, so I put this in here. It's not great. It's a 3/3 with Menace. Or not Menace, but I guess there's not a keyword for this. Cannot be blocked by more than one creature. I'm surprised we don't have a keyword for that ability. Spike Feeder. I put this in here for like a reason of not just like being a good card, but I put this in here for something. I just can't remember what. Rabaroo Trap, I think, was the perfect fit for Rue. It's good late game. It's whenever a land you control enters, it gains flying and I gain a life, so that's pretty good. Prize Pig is like Piglet. I think I'd put another. Christopher Robin says, "My wife Evelyn often in the new movie, so I quote it all the time." What movie? The Christopher Robin movie, or is there another new movie? Truffle Snout, I also put in here as a stand-in for Piglet, because when it enters the battlefield, you gain 4 life, so that's really good. You basically just think of a lot of these cards as like they cost 1 mana more. Okay, yeah, I love the Christopher Robin movie. I'm a huge Winnie the Pooh fan. I like that was my thing, like as a wee little boy, and it just kind of carried into my adulthood as just being something I really like to reminisce about, and just if I ever have kids, I want to show it to them and give them everything that I got from that. Ewan McGregor is in fact Bay Clark. He is in fact Bay. But yeah, I just got this actually. I got 2 new cards today as a trade. I got Herska themselves. And I also got, this is for a different deck, but I got a Veto, Thorn of the Dusk Rose. That is going into this Madame Null. I think this is like the only deck that I'm probably going to build out of TMNT. I do like the Neutrinos though, if you guys have seen that card. This is looking at color identity, huh? Let's pull up and research the Neutrinos. This card's kind of cool. Can I pull it up like this? No. Yeah, Neutrinos, it's flying. Whenever another creature you control enters, it gets +1/+0 until end of turn. And when it attacks, exile up to 1 target creature you own, return to the battlefield under your control, tap and attacking. It's kind of neat. Like Boros, kind of like blinky stuff. I think that could like be something cool. Is there a live patch or something? Maybe. Let's try that. Let's quit out and start arena back up again. Oh, you know what? Yes, there was an update. Thank you, Greg. I never would have found that out. Well, regardless, I liked getting to show that to you guys. That's pretty cool, huh? Got to show off constant lists a little bit. That makes sense now, though. An update prevented us from joining into the server. All right, there we go. There we go. All right. We're back. This kind of sucks. This is even worse. Pizza time. Pizza time. One sec. There you go. Alright. What are we working with here? Omni cheese pizza. Looks like they're Golgari. Maybe they could be Sultai like us as well. That's possible. Omni cheese pizza. Wait. I meant to activate the escape tunnel first. Oh well. I guess we didn't have to. So it's not that big of a deal that we didn't get to activate that. What you got, opponent? We do have this death in the family for their rats. We're just gonna do stomp by the foot on it. They have a protection spell or something, maybe? No, I think they're just pausing because this could technically be activated at any time. Oh, they're gonna blow up Mikey. That's okay. Let's go ahead and get an island. Are you? Okay. Fine. It's fine. You might have Ward 3, but do you have a 1/1 Death Touch? Squirrel? Mutant? I didn't think so, opponent. Swing your punk frogs at us all you want. You can't beat the power of a 1/1 squirrel. I think we're gonna do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We can do Mutagen Man for 4. we could have a 5/5 Death Touch squirrel. That'd be pretty crazy. Thank you, Ian. I always need your faith. Guys, I'm so excited for y'all to see Constant Misplays tomorrow. We've been working really hard on it. I'm very proud of it. Are you kidding me? They can beat the power of a 1/1 death touch. Anchovy and banana pizza. How disgusting does that sound, you know? You guys didn't see that play. You didn't see it. That was a 3-mana draw one. It didn't do anything else. We're getting pretty close to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. We do have 9 mana. I was just counting it to see if we did. Oh no! Oh no! We're getting Shark Shreddered. We were supposed to be doing the Shark Shredder. Oh no, that's not good. See, Krang doesn't have Vigilance though, so he's a bad card. Alright. We're Krangin'. We are Krangin'. But I guess we have to hold him back as a blocker. I think there's one card that they could have that potentially outplays us here. My horse just farted. Don't mind me, horse farting. No, there's not. What I was thinking of, it was a white card. I don't think they have anything that could answer Krang. Well, we'll block Shark Shredder. Yeah, Krang sucks. He doesn't have Vigilance or anything. Guys, our opponent gave us Michelangelo back. I think, could we just win? But do we Michelangelo before Mutagen Man? Because that'll double our counters. How much mana do we have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So we tap this for... One, two, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. No, yeah, we just win with this. Uh, is it's 7, right? Or 8? Green, green, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah. We did it! Yeah! I'm telling you, this deck goes crazy. Yeah, we had fun in that match. Guys, we did Krang. Oh, that feels so good. All right, let's do it. Let's do another one. That was awesome. That was freaking awesome. Had they not sneaked, had they not snuck in that one other creature, they would have survived. We would have been one short. But then I think in that case, I think that's when we do Mikey first, because then we get double +1/+1 counters. That's what I was trying to figure out. It was either we get a second green mana from. Oh. Guys, this hand is tempting, but I don't think it's good. We're gonna mulligan. Okay, this is better. We'll dump the Slithering Cryptid, I think. We're not gonna be able to do this full draft though, guys. We're probably gonna call it after this game, I think. Swing the Zoo Escapees. Hope that they block. I'll get a mutagen token if they do. If not, we're just gonna sack this pizza. This is the common Mikey. It's not even bad. Like, these common legendaries are like viable. Like, that is, I think that's what's crazy to me. I think, I don't know. We're an early mutagen, man. See if they want to block the zoo escapees. All right. We fixed the Nazgul issue. What was the issue with Nazgul? Koya! No! It's fair. Opponent's in danger. Guys, if I win with this draft, I'm going to switch to Sultai. I'll build a Sultai deck. I won't switch to Sultai, but I'll play Sultai. I'll build a Sultai deck if we win this draft. Oh, Lord. Is that Amiib going Sultai? Or about Nazgul? Hit us for 6. We need a black mana. We need mana. One small my Nazgul printing zone show as unique art turned into a day's worth of work. Oh, unique art. Yeah, that'll do it. That'll do it. Opponent, you got one turn. They got one turn to try to turn this around and remove our board, or I think they're out of here. We do still need, like, if we get one more black mana, dude, it'll be so sick. They're swinging out. I guess they could have something. They could have something to sneak in. What would it be? They're a little man screwed like we are, I think. Alright, they're going to swing with just one creature. Looks like they might still sneak something. Dark Leo. Okay. It's a good thing to sneak. And if anything you could have snuck, that's a good sneak. I bet you they double block Mikey. You have a combat trick? Oh, no, okay. I was wrong. Oh, it looks like they might still have a combat trick. Okay. They did like whatever they saw on top. They kept it there. Come on, opponent. Give us the win. Give us the W. The people want to see Sultai do what it... They want to see it win. Horse farted again. Looks like they might sneak. They snuck. Oh, they're going to gain 3. That's pretty good for them. Is there a creature in our yard? Yeah, we got the courier or the zoo escapees. Let's get the zoo escapees. I threw. I threw the game. I had lethal. I could have snuck in Shark Shredder. If we lose this turn, I'm done. I'm done if we lose this turn. Try importing it and see if it does the foreign language thing. Okay, I'll try it again a little bit later and see if it does it. Okay, guys, we're so good at this game. We're so good at... if you didn't see, they cast Shredder's Revenge to draw 2 and lose 2. And they were at 1. I don't know if they knew that. But guys, we took the W. We took the W! We did it! We didn't win the whole draft. That's going to be our last game for tonight. It's getting just a little bit too late. But guys, we did it. So far, we're at 2 wins for this Pick 2 draft. With Sultai. I don't know. I think we cooked. We cooked. Call us Pizza Face. We cooked. Let's open this pack. See what we get. Southwind Avatar. I need this card. Actually, I know I bought this card. This is a good card. Someone's building Sultai, baby! Alright, the question is, what Sultai are we going to build? That's a whole question in and of itself, right? How many Sultai commanders are there? There's a lot. Oh, this is the back. Whoops. There's a good amount of Sultai commanders. Let's see. Who are we going to build? I did want to build a Codus the Fangkeeper deck. Codus would be funny. I also do have a Glarb. It's not like I haven't played Sultai. I had a Glarb deck for a while. It was frogs. We also do Bracos. This one's pretty neat. I guess it's not actually super great. You can cast from anything. I thought it had a better ability. Alright. Time to start brewing a Sultai deck. We'll see it. Alright, anyways. Felix 5 Boots is cool too. It's the only Panharmonicon for combat damage, right? Anyways. Oop. Thank you everybody again for tuning in to this week of Rough Draft. We started off a little rough, but we started getting up there towards the end. We started getting towards doing things. We won 2 of those last games, and we did Krang. We did it. So I'm glad that I was able to be here with y'all and experience that draft here with you. I'll try to post. I'll finish up these games probably tomorrow or something, or whenever, and I'll post it in Discord. Speaking of the Discord, you can join it by going to this QR code in the right-hand side of the screen. All right. Well, it was weird. My internet dropped just right then. Anyways, that's a good sign to go ahead and cut it off. Thank you, everyone, again for tuning in. And we'll see you tomorrow. We'll be here live. We won't be here live, but we will be having our live premiere tomorrow, 7 p.m. Central. Be there to watch our first game of Constant Misplays. Again, thanks so much for tuning in. I hope you all have a wonderful rest of your night. Thanks. Peace out.